Крупные компании, заинтересованные в развитии своего производства.
Major companies interested in developing production in Russia often have to choose between starting with a clean slate, which requires building of a new plant, and making strategic investment in a local company alongside with technology transfer. The second strategy is less expensive and enables to take leading positions in the market through experience and achievements of both partners. Emerson, an American engineering holding company manufacturing and distributing various measuring and electronic products, did just that. The company's annual turnover is $21 billion.
Трансфер технологий.
Technology transfer is the process of sharing skills, knowledge, equipment, and production techniques to create new products, materials, and services. Chelyabinsk is the capital of the Southern Urals. The city became a large industrial center in the middle of the 20th century and still keeps this position today. Metran, a leading site of Emerson, is based in Chelyabinsk.
Когда иностранные компании занимаются бизнесом за рубежом, по идее есть два бизнес-модела.
Doing business in Russia, you can use two business models. Either you simply export your products to the Russian market, or try to localize your philosophy. Emerson always chooses the latter strategy. We want to have our manufacturing site located in the same country where we are working and where we want to develop. So when we started doing business in Russia, we decided that the export-import pattern does not suit us. We will develop our production in Russia.
История работы американской корпорации
Emerson branched out to Russia in 1992. At that time, specialists of Chelyabinsk plant established Metran to develop and produce pressure transmitters and other metering equipment to improve the efficiency of industrial enterprises. The activity, objectives, and philosophy of the two companies were similar.
Emerson искал достойную площадку для проникновения на российский рынок.
Emerson was looking for a decent platform for entering the Russian market.
Хорошей региональной сетью для продаж.
They did not want just to have business with a good regional sales network, a manufacturer or an assembling plant, nor an engineering department which would help to adapt Emerson developments for the Russian market. They needed all these things at once.
Metran was also interested in a strategic partner that would help get the business going, support the company financially, and most importantly, share technologies. But bringing investors to the Southern Urals wasn't easy. Most large companies in Chelyabinsk since Soviet times had been working for the defense industry and were therefore kept secret. Foreigners were afraid that this might hamper business and didn't hurry to come to the region.
Important negotiations were being held in the office of a major Russian company. A Russian businessman, our former compatriot, and an Englishman were present. Suddenly, water gushed from the ceiling. The Russian man jumped out of the way of the downpour and stayed dry. Our former compatriot was less fortunate, and the Englishman was completely soaked. It turned out that the roof had leaked and the water had broken through the ceiling. Long story short, to do business in Russia, you need the Russian agility or English stoicism.
According to Alexander Glazyrin, the head of Metran, the collaboration with Emerson served as a springboard, which allowed the Russian company to keep ahead of the competition.
Metran at that time was in a good place, had already proved itself in the Russian market, and it was clear that in order to go ahead and beyond and to do it fast enough, this springboard was necessary. We didn't find any bears or valinki here in Metran. Many foreigners think that in Russia everything is absolutely different. What did surprise us was the staff's degree of expertise.
В 2004-м компании...
In 2004, the two companies merged. Emerson became an investor and a strategic partner of Metran. In its turn, the Chelyabinsk company got the opportunity to do business abroad.
It is unreasonable to expect a small startup to break through at once, except maybe IT startups, which can jump very far. Of course, a technology platform is required. In our Russian industries, particularly in process industry, we are typically lagging behind. Therefore, first of all, it is necessary to make a good platform, which could live up to international standards, and only after that begin the main work.
The appearance of the foreign company gave the Chelyabinsk region a chance to radically change its economic model. It became possible to reduce the dependence on government demand and partially lift the curtain of secrecy, thereby improving the investment climate.
Foreign investors who want to work in our market have advanced technologies. And advanced technologies are very important for us. We are searching for companies that work in the so-called post-industrial society and are engaged in production and, in addition, participate in the creation of some sort of technological cycles, software and other fast-growing industries.
Emerson helped Metran become one of the Russian leaders in the process industry. The Americans shared their wealth of experience, gained in various industries and markets. It was important not only to make good equipment, but to respond quickly to demand. Today, Metran instruments and systems help improve efficiency and reduce costs at different companies, from small factories to high-end power stations.
От небольших фабрик до мощных электростанций.
Metran Emerson Engineering Center plays an important role in the technology transfer to Russia. It is a world-class research facility. More than 130 experts develop Emerson products here, which are produced not only in Russia, but also in Europe, Asia and America for the global market.
The majority of our engineers are involved in global projects. This means that they are working together with specialists from other regions and from other sites. For example, one project involves engineers from Chelyabinsk, the United States and India. Currently, about 70% of engineers is working on global products, 30% is engaged in the localization of products from the Russian market, or in guiding the products which are manufactured here in our region, in Russia and CIS.
Various transmitters, including wireless instruments, flow meters, controllers and other products that are developed in the engineering center and produced by Metran, are bought by oil refinery plants and hydroelectric stations. Chelyabinsk instruments are used at oil and gas production fields.
We strive
not only to fulfill a customer's order, we strive to anticipate the customer's desire. We strive to shape the customer's desire and tell what we can give them. We teach the client, we create a client for ourselves. I would say that in general our goal is to grow with the client.
Emerson helped the Metran plant to achieve international standards of quality. During several years, American managers helped their Chelyabinsk colleagues to get involved in the global business. But it's important to maintain this level of involvement. Russian engineers constantly undergo training and retraining in foreign subdivisions of Emerson.
Генеральный директор, который работал в Метране, это был...
Originally, the general manager who worked in Metran was an American, Dwight Baum, who lived and worked in Chelyabinsk for 3 or 4 years. Today, Metran's CEO is a Russian, and his work is outstanding. Today, we have 1,000 employees at Metran, and no full-time foreign employees.
Metran executives admit that in the beginning it was quite difficult to change the mentality of people. Today, the technological culture of the plant is close to the highest world standards.
There is the concept called technological culture, i.e. how documents should be prepared, how the process itself should be carried out, the management and so on. This means a whole set of various processes which ensure production, communication with clients, and work within the company. All this is important and should be done correctly. Here in Russia, this culture is 20 or 30 years behind, especially in the modern economy sectors. And the fact that such strong players come here helps raise the level.
South Ural State University became the base of staff training for Metran. Not only Chelyabinsk manufacturers, but also students and teachers of the university get access to modern technologies. Students, together with their teachers, come on tour to the company. Then, the selected candidates do their practical training on site and then start work at Metran. This allows keeping talented young engineers in the region.
Some students work there part-time. The company gives research grants to students who are working on subjects the company is interested in. And as a rule, the selected ideas of young specialists are serious projects that later, as a rule, come into being.
Recently, Americans have assembled a new laboratory in the South Ural State University based on wireless technology. This is an automatic process control system, unique for Russia, an industrial mini-robot with system of self-diagnostics and protection.
Students are already studying in this laboratory. We also give grants to students, which they use to work on specific tasks that are interesting for us. We give grants to professors who also work here in their free time. I think this is a very successful collaboration.
However, students are interested in the company not only because of the grants. Working at Metran is considered one of the most prestigious and well-paid jobs in the area. Other regions have already become interested in the Chelyabinsk experience. This experiment of creating an engineering, industrial and educational cluster is considered successful.